Hey guys, today I will be talking about Ricoh GR3 in-camera RAW processing, why you should at least try to develop your images in this little camera and tips on how to do it quickly and effectively. So watch until the end to find out what is it that you've been missing out on when using your Ricoh GR3. And if you are new here, my name is Petr Gardian and I am an enthusiastic photographer interested in all kinds of photography and videography gear. And on this channel I am sharing with you my experience with cameras and lenses I have used, related tips and even an occasional travel story. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. But what about this in-camera RAW processing or development as some may call it? Why would you do it when you can use your phone, tablet or computer? And why would you even shoot in RAW when the GR3 can produce decent JPEGs on its own? Let's take it one by one. Honestly, shooting into JPEG only has never crossed my mind, not when I know what the Ricoh RAW files can do. So at first I decided to shoot into JPEG and RAW at the same time, as I thought it will give me the best of both worlds. But the results really were just a faster fill-up of my SD card and consequently my computer hard drive. And most of the time I wasn't really doing anything with the in-camera generated JPEGs anyway and ended up editing the RAWs. The RAW editing was mostly done on my phone in an app called Snapseed. Yes, Snapseed can now develop RAW files as well and does it very well. And it kind of fits the little GR3 to edit photos on a phone shortly after capture. You can of course use other apps like the amazing Lightroom Mobile, but that is beside the point. It's just so easy to transfer RAW files from the camera into a phone that it's almost encouraging you to do it as soon as you sit down after taking a walk with your GR3 in hand. A seamless experience that Fujifilm has been denying us for quite some time. But I've already talked about that in my video review of the GR3, so just check the link in the description if you have not seen it. The thing is that these days a lot of our photos end up on social media, mostly Instagram. And it's just not fun to go through the process of emptying your SD card into your computer hard drive, curating, editing, resizing and copying exported JPEGs back to your phone for publishing. Not fun at all. It would be easier if there was a reliable desktop Instagram app, but that is not something Facebook is interested in. So phone editing it is, unless there is something even faster and more practical, and that is the aforementioned in-camera RAW processing. So forget JPEG and shoot directly into RAW. This way you can expose for RAW, which basically means to focus mainly on protecting your highlights. Then all you have to do is to pick photos you like, photos with good composition and highlights that are not blown out, and develop only these photos directly in the camera. And this is how you do it. Pick a photo and from view mode go to the camera menu, playback settings and find RAW development. Or when you are viewing the photo you want to edit, rather than going through the camera menu, you can simply press the movie button on left side of the camera and it will bring up a sidebar that contains the RAW development option. So for example, on a camera that is turned off, I long press the playback button until a photo gallery appears, then I shortly press the movie button, pick RAW development from the list and am right where I want to be. Now in the RAW developer, using the wheel or 4-way controller, you can pick a size of the final JPEG, choose classic or Instagram favorite square ratio, select sRGB or Adobe RGB color space, but unless you want to print straight from the camera, you should stay in sRGB. Then white balance, some editing presets in image control, including popular positive film and useful HDR. You can apply vignetting, which here is called peripheral illumination correction, very neat, and exposure compensation, called sensitivity. You can skip ISO reduction and leave it in automatic mode, but you should definitely try to push shadows in all three different levels to see what works best for your chosen photograph. It may be a good idea, especially if you are outside during daylight hours, to first go into the camera menu and in Setup select Outdoor View setting to test which option will give you the best viewing experience. You can also fine-tune the LCD brightness and colors in LCD setting, which sits right above the outdoor view settings in the camera menu. Once you are done editing your chosen RAW file, just press OK in the middle of the 4-way controller, connect your GR3 to your phone and download the end result ready for publishing. Chances are you will be very happy and use this process in future, especially in those situations when you want to show someone a photo you took just moments ago but exposed for RAW. Of course, editing on your phone in Lightroom Mobile or on a computer in full desktop mode of, for example, Capture One will give you many more options and ability to fine-tune your RAW files even more. But there is something addictive and fun in how fast and tactile it is to just press the GR3 physical buttons a couple of times and have a usable result ready for sharing with your audience. It's definitely more fun than to swipe fingers on a smartphone display or drag sliders with a mouse pointer. And fun is what it should be in the first place. So here it is, the fun, fast and practical way of processing your Ricoh GR3 RAW files. I found it useful and will definitely keep using it in future. It may not be the best for every photo I take, but when a quick edit is needed, this little camera always delivers. And so what about you? How do you process your Ricoh RAW files? Are you shooting into JPEG or are you using in-camera RAW processing? I'm very interested to know what your editing process is. So please share your experience. Some of the best tips and conversation is happening in the comment section, so definitely engage down there and be part of our growing community. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you appreciate it. Like the video and let me know about future videos you might want to see. And remember, there are show notes in the description. Have a nice day and I will see you with the next one.